So, Uber decided that you have to have more of an acceptance rate. So, soon they're going to implement changing the acceptance rate that you have diamond status, which according to Uber means you have access to higher paying orders. Now, I am a diamond status right now. I have accepted every single order that has come my way except for one because it was a 15-mile delivery and I was going to make less than half the mile count in dollars. That was a waste of time. My acceptance rate went down by one, but took 8 deliveries to increase it by 1%. I have taken a grand total of 10 deliveries. I've made $54. That's it. If you take what is paid by Uber, I've made $17. Wait, no, $16, sorry. I've made $16 from Uber. 10 deliveries, $8 delivery fee. So that puts them at a grand total of $62 I have earned them. Yet of the $80 that was charged to customers, 17 goes to the driver, 62 goes to Uber. Those numbers seem very skewed. Then you put the tips, 10 deliveries, $36. Oh wait, no, I made 18, sorry, I did the math and I'm trying to remember it. But it's like $36 on 10 deliveries, so an average tip of $3.60. And then you put it with the fare, so I've made a grand total of $54. Uber has made a grand total of $62. Really? And I'm supposedly getting higher paying orders? Oh, by the way, I've also driven 50 miles. So that's nearly 2 gallons of gas at $3 a gallon. So, because it's nearly, let's take an entire dollar off of it. So $5 in gas, which means out of 10 deliveries, I am only making $49. But if you take out of the fare, because that's supposed to be my gas money, out of $17 that Uber paid, I get to keep 12. So $49 is the actual profit. 10 deliveries, and I made $49 after cost of gas. And that's the only cost I'm adding. And Uber has made $62. Where is the stigma? Like, we have it for waiters, for wait staff, servers. Oh, you should have to tip them higher because they're only getting servers' wages. Has anybody looked up servers' wages? In the state of Florida, the average server's wage is $9 an hour. Do you know how much per hour an Uber driver makes? 0. And Uber will literally charge the customer $8. And as I found out, because of the other day, they can keep up to 91% of that delivery fee, leaving the drivers with as low as 75 cents. And yet, there is no stigma about tipping Uber drivers, because they're not making servers' wages. Servers are making servers' wages. You're right. Servers are making servers' wages. Uber drivers are making zero, because Uber puts us as independent contractors, but then they go back and use the law for servers to say the pre-tip isn't guaranteed. But that's how we accept orders. Because how many people would accept an order that says, oh, you're only going to make 75 cents? Not a single person in their right mind would ever accept an order if they knew that the only amount guaranteed was 75 cents. By the way, that was 2 orders. They put them together, and the tip was $4. So I made $5.50 off of that, and Uber made $14.50. Can anybody justify that? Because I don't know how you justify Uber keeping $14.50 out of $16 charged and only giving the drivers $1.50 for 2 deliveries. And then, oh, there's no penalty for saying no to an order. Yeah, you just lose your status, and then Uber does not care. You could be sitting in the restaurant, and you could be sitting there watching and seeing 5, 6, 7 Uber orders pop up, and then you're looking at your phone going, why haven't I seen one pop up for me? I'm in the restaurant, I can see 5 Uber orders, and yet they're not going to give it to the driver sitting in the store. But they don't punish people. Remember that. They do not punish them for saying no to an order. They just won't allow you to see the higher paying. You know they're higher paying because it says exclusive. But when you're getting paid $3 to go 10 miles and it says exclusive, what is your definition of higher paying? Because I'm pretty sure everybody else on the planet would not consider a $3 delivery that's going 10 miles. Nobody would consider that a higher paying order. Uber is literally criminals. And I really wish people would boycott them, honestly. I have no choice but to work for them because they caused a company like Pizza Hut to fire their drivers. A lot of locations no longer have it. So you're talking about hundreds of thousands of employees no longer had a job. Papa John's has lowered it to 9 p.m. After that, drivers are gone. So all these people are making less money and don't have a job. So they all join Uber, and then they make 2/3 at the most of what they used to make. And I'm being generous.